With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
And just like that, the course of NBA history was changed forever. In Curry's rookie season, we saw flashes of the future, with this pull-up three against the Wizards. But in his first game in the league, we saw a very different approach. Instead of pull-up threes, Steph opted for a mid-range jump shot. He would go to this shot a lot early in his career, as here it's a screen to free up some space for another open middy. In his first game, he looked more comfortable taking these mid-range jumpers, as he likely wasn't confident to go into the paint and finish around bigger defenders. But over the course of his career, Steph would work tirelessly to become a better finisher, as by the time 2015 rolled around, he was making finishes like this.
Good matchup here to watch, Stauskas and Klay Thompson.
But between this time, Curry would have a series of ankle injuries that very nearly got him traded to Milwaukee for Andrew Bogut. However, in the seasons to come, Stephen Curry would make this deal look like a masterstroke, as he began to strengthen his hips so his ankles could take a lot more pressure, and it worked. After playing only 26 games in the 2012 season, Curry would embark on a 5-year stretch where he would play at least 78 games every season. Back to his rookie season though, Curry would take an abundance of catch and shoot corner threes, but off the dribble he would just look for his mid-range jump shot. Here though, we see a glimpse of the future, with this reverse layup around Kendrick Perkins. As the season went on, Steph would get more and more comfortable getting to the paint, and also his mid-range game began to evolve, as he wasn't just taking pull-up jump shots, as even in his rookie season, Curry had a go-to floater. Here is the biggest difference to his game compared to today, as once the defender goes under the screen, a modern Steph would have just pulled this, but rookie Steph still heads for that mid-range jumper. Then in the same game, Curry showed us another vision from the future, pulling up from deep once David West gets switched onto him. This is a shot that we would get used to seeing time and time again, but here it was something the league had never seen before. It's the 27th of February 2013, and the New York Knicks are playing host to the true coming out party of Stephen Curry. 54 points, 11 3-pointers, and 7 assists on 64% shooting. Stephen Curry gave us his first of many jaw-dropping performances. From this point on, the Andrew Bogut trade was considered the right move by Warriors fans. Also between this time, the Warriors made 2 very important draft choices.
With the 11th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Klay Thompson from Washington State University.
With the 35th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Draymond Green.
Now with a backcourt for the future with the addition of Klay Thompson, Golden State began to improve. In the second season of the Thompson-Curry backcourt, the Warriors finished with 47 wins, with Curry leading the way, averaging 23 points a night while making 45% of his threes, truly having a breakout season. This was the season where Steph really began to start moving off ball, as here on the give and go with West, he finds space and then floats at home. However, the Warriors hadn't started playing with space yet, as here there's still 2 bigs in the post, making it much tougher for Curry to penetrate the defense, unlike in the championship years where the Warriors would run their def lineups. These so-called def lineups would feature smaller players who are able to move quicker and space the floor for Steph's drives. Once the lane opens up, it really sparks his playmaking, as he's able to draw the defense in and then kick it out to an open shooter. The open lane also gave him finishing opportunities, and at first he was hesitant, preferring a floater or a mid-range jumper, but year by year Curry kept adding to his physique, as here he finishes through contact for 2. From 2013 and onwards, Stephen Curry was thinking 3 a lot more, as coming off of the screen, Curry just shoots it from 3 instead of what he would have done in his rookie season, which was pull the mid-range jump shot. Here we get to see his leveled up playmaking, as once he loses Karolinko, he finds the cutting Harrison Barnes for some room service. Curry would continue to work on his 3-level scoring over the course of his career, eventually becoming an elite shooter, finisher, and playmaker. In 2014, the Warriors began to move the ball a lot more on offense, using Curry's quickness off ball to create openings. Even though the Warriors' offense appeared to be better, it was still the defense that was winning them games. As the addition of Andre Iguodala, and with the improvement from Draymond Green, Golden State had the 4th best defense in the NBA. Draymond was a crucial piece coming off the bench, giving David Lee a break and setting screens for Steph, while playing hard physical defense. Once David Lee had to miss time due to some injuries, Draymond knew that he wasn't going to be able to score the ball as well as Lee could, as Lee was one of the most efficient back to the basket and pick and roll players of his time. But what separated Draymond Green from Lee was his team-first approach. As Draymond put it, D-Lee was going to set a screen, but D-Lee was going to set that screen to get himself open. But it wasn't Draymond's defense that proved to be the most important for the Warriors, but it was in fact the playmaking that made them such a better offensive system, especially once Steve Kerr was appointed the head coach. Before the 2015 season began, the Warriors were not expected to win any more than 52 games, and were most certainly not a threat to challenge LeBron and the Cavs for an NBA title. However, the Warriors under Kerr updated their offensive strategy and went all out pace and space. Now with Draymond Green in the starting lineup over David West, the Warriors could all of a sudden run the ball. Here in the half court, the Warriors pick apart the Houston defense as Iggy finds Curry open for three. Iggy was such a crucial piece for Golden State in 2015, as here it's a drive and kick for a wide open shot for Curry. Out on the run is Draymond Green, who pushes the pace, as he doesn't let the Suns defense get set, leading to this tough finish for Steph. Now with a four-man who can play make, handle the ball, and play elite defense, Draymond was a brilliant fit for this Golden State Warriors team. Here it's Steph who manages to grab the rebound and beat the entire Spurs team back, drawing the foul and won. This Golden State team could play fast by pushing the pace, while still being elite in the half court, leading to the second best offense in the NBA in 2015. The league was still getting used to the brilliance that was Steph and Curry, as here Carlos Boozer gets the switch on to him in transition, and at that point that's the end of the possession. In 2015, his ability to finish through contact was much better, as here he draws the foul and one on Jeremy Lin. Here Curry uses a Euro step and then finishes through the contact of Joe Ingles. Steph was truly unstoppable in 2015, as here he casually pulls up and hits a triple in transition. After leading Golden State to one of the most successful seasons in franchise history, Stephen Curry was named the unanimous MVP of the league. With an elite offense and defense which ranked number one in the league, Golden State cruised through the postseason to face the newly rebuilt Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. Game 1 in Oracle Arena was an epic showdown, as behind 44 points from LeBron James, Cleveland forced overtime. However, after an early injury to Kyrie Irving, the series was effectively over. However, the Cavs bounced back in the next two games thanks to 39 points, 16 rebounds, and 11 assists from LeBron James, after LeBron dropped 40 points in Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead in the series. Many doubted not only Golden State's ability to bounce back and win the series, but their entire team philosophy.
I've said the exact same thing for 16 years. I'm not big on jump shooting teams. What the Golden State Warriors did was terrific. But I don't think you're going to see a bunch of... Well, if you can get guards like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, you got a better chance of playing small ball. But I don't think the NBA all of a sudden is going to have a bunch of three-point shooters and playing a bunch of small lineups.
How wrong Charles Barkley would prove to be. After finding themselves down 2-1, the Warriors would rally behind their elite defense and Steph's 37 points in Game 4, winning the next 3 games, becoming champions. However, that was not good enough to award Stephen Curry the Finals MVP, as instead the media opted to give it to Andre Iguodala. And in the years to come, many would use Steph not winning the Finals MVP as an argument against his greatness. 2016 was a bittersweet season for Golden State. After winning an NBA record 73 games in the regular season, Golden State were back to the finals to face off against this same Cavs team who are now healthy. After the first 4 games of the series, Golden State held a commanding 3-1 lead, after Steph put up 38 points in Game 4 on the road. Game 5 felt like a coronation in Oakland, with the Warriors ready to crown their 73-win champions. LeBron had a slow start in Game 5, but a few minutes in, he comfortably knocked down this triple, which was an ominous sign for Golden State because they wanted to let James shoot, going under ball screens to stop him from getting to the cup. However, in Game 5, LeBron kept making his jump shots, which after time would soften up the defense, leading to opportunities at the rim also. But it wasn't just LeBron that found his stroke, as Kyrie Irving was also torching Stephen Curry every time he was switched onto him. After Cleveland won Game 5 behind 41 points from both Irving and James, the Warriors fans weren't worried, as with Draymond Green returning from his suspension in Game 6, Oakland still had full confidence in their Warriors. In Game 6, the Warriors played LeBron much tighter, but that led to openings for his teammates, as here LeBron's doubled on the baseline and finds J.R. Smith wide open for 3. Here, out in transition, he makes Magic Johnson proud, threading the needle with this bounce pass to find Tristan Thompson for the two-handed slam. With Cleveland off to an electric start, they had truly figured out Golden State's defense. The Warriors' game plan was allow anybody else to beat them apart from LeBron James, and spoiler alert, they did.
Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Wow. Pick and roll trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
In the off-season, Golden State would make arguably the biggest free agency signing the league has ever seen, bringing Kevin Durant to the Bay. KD instantly slotted into this Warriors offense, as with his ability to hit mid-range jumpers and attack the paint, Golden State had an answer for everything that an opposing defense could throw at them. Even though Kevin Durant would win both Finals MVPs in the 2017 and 18 Finals, it was Steph and Curry that was still the most important Warrior. Steph made life so much easier for Kevin Durant, as when KD was with the Warriors, the paint was almost never open, with teammates like Westbrook, Alfred Robertson, Serge Ibaka, and Steven Adams. But with Curry and Clay on the floor, the lane was constantly open, as teams were not able to sag off Golden State's elite perimeter shooters, leading to finishing opportunities like KD had never seen before. With this unstoppable combination, Golden State cruised to 2 championships, cementing themselves as one of the greatest teams in NBA history. However, with all of this winning, Curry was still missing one thing on his resume, and that was a Finals MVP. After a disastrous end to the 2019 season, leading to Kevin Durant's departure and Klay Thompson to miss 2 years of basketball, the Golden State dynasty had appeared to be over. And after a loss in the 2021 play-in tournament, Steph and Curry had one of the coldest one-liners in NBA history.
It was a special year, all things considered, and a new experience for me, Draymond Loon. Tried to make the most of it, come back, bottle this up, everybody make the right strides, take advantage of the summer, and don't want to see us next year.
Now they corral Curry with the double. Got it! 4 on the floor for Steph. Curry! Hook it! Hands it off to Curry. Goes around the world. Oh, so much!
Second shots.
Curry again. Oh, Steph Curry from way downtown. And Draymond Green pushing. 6 assists for Green. Curry along 3. That's good! Of course, Steph Curry with his dad. The emotions just pouring out. It might be his 4th, but it means so much. And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world. The 4th title in 8 years. The Dubs dynasty is still very much alive.